Hi, I'm Mariah.
And I'm Temara.
And welcome to Born to the Game podcast.
So today we have the son of Eddie Johnson, NBA legend and current play-by-play analyst for Phoenix Suns, Justin Johnson. We also have daughter of Calbert Cheaney, NBA, and Indiana Hoosier legend, Sydney Cheaney. Welcome, both of you. Thank you so much for coming to be with us on Born to the Game.
Yes. We do a little toast
I think we
first.
do. Let's start with the toast.
Get right to it.
It
Yeah,
always
let's
helps.
get right into it. What, you got orange juice?
I mean, I just
Y'all
I
didn't
made
give
a
me
little
orange
cocktail.
juice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink, clink, clink. All right, so describe being born to the game in 3 words. And then Sydney, we'll start with you. And then just
I would say it was exciting, probably a little challenging,
okay.
and fun for sure.
And fun.
We
Okay.
had some different experiences.
So
I
what
would
was
say.
the most fun part?
Probably going to all the games. I
Okay.
could probably say that I've been to I don't even know how many, hundreds,
I'm with you.
maybe
yeah.
1,000. No, there's no way I got to 1,000 games. But the games were fun and the traveling was fun. Always. And I
Favorite
always got
city?
to skip school, so.
Yeah, to skip
That's
school
the
game.
best
They were
part.
like,
That's the best
yeah,
part when you
I'm
can skip
skipping
school.
I'm not here. I'm at the game.
Right.
My favorite city, probably Miami.
I was gonna say Miami
As an adult.
as an adult.
As an adult.
When you hit that 21
Oh,
You can-
yeah.
and you
go
can
out.
enjoy
Yeah.
Miami.
I mean, that's where I went to college, though.
Wait, you went to the University of Miami?
Mm-hmm.
So did my husband.
Yeah.
And then
Love it
one of
there.
our, Malik just committed to Miami.
I saw that.
Malik
did.
Renew, shout out to
Shout out to
Malik.
Malik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
That's,
the little
that's my
Miami
city. I love that city.
ties. Do you see yourself living there?
Right now, when I get older,
Yeah.
no.
No.
But
Okay.
right now, until I'm 27, 28.
Okay.
Look, Miami is like a dream city for me.
She's.
I love
Miami
I'm a
had-
beach girl.
Yes.
I went
definitely.
to Miami every spring break.
I love
Every
it.
spring break
You
I
went
was
to
in.
college there, or not Miami?
No, I
but
went
you
to Florida
but you
my
were- she
freshman
loved
year,
Florida.
and then I went to Georgia Tech, but I still found my way in Miami. Because I
It's a big
just,
city.
South Beach. I thought it was cute.
I
Walking
went
the
to my
streets of
first
South
nude
Beach.
beach in Miami.
I've never been to a nude beach in Miami. I didn't even know there were nude beaches
didn't
in
really know
Miami.
either.
There are,
That is crazy.
and I went to it, and I was like, I like it. I would go back.
I like
She
it.
said, I like it. I do it
I
again.
like it. We
I
like
did.
it.
It was interesting. It was chill though. It wasn't like a bunch of music. It was just everybody.
Yeah.
And we took the most epic nap. Anyways.
So, Justin, give us 3 words. How would you describe being born to the game?
What comes to mind is a couple, one of a kind. It's not 3 words, it's 4, but mash 2 of them together, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
And then a gift and a curse, so to speak. So, you know what comes with, obviously, you.
Yeah.
What comes with having a father or a parental figure that is famous or everyone knows about, and
Yeah.
it obviously has an impact on your relationships with other people as well. And then the perception of others on the outside looking at you and kind of painting their own picture of what it is that you do, what you can do, what your life is like, what
Yep.
you should be like. And
Yep.
it's it can have an impact on you. But fortunately for us, I was young when I had to go through it, so I was oblivious to most of it. But looking back on it, I could see how some areas impacted me and
Yeah.
changed up some stuff. So that's what I would say. Yeah,
What were the
so.
gifts?
Being able to travel, being able to have unique experiences, being able to pretty much go in a room and people would know you by association, being able to meet new people, that type of deal. But obviously being able to just, like I said, experiences. It's nothing normal every time you go out. You're meeting people new. You're
Yep.
getting to do something fun. Like, you feel like it's just, this is normal,
Yep.
the perks that you get. So that's definitely the gift. And then the curse is, you know, like I said earlier, like, you have no idea the kind of lifestyle that you're going to be in until you actually live it. People are looking at you and saying things and growing up trying to play basketball and that,
Yeah.
you know, trying to follow the steps of being an athlete. It's tough because you try to live up to what, you know, your father or your parents did,
Yeah.
type of deal. So
And we're going to get into that because I think your journey and your story of following your dad's footsteps is a great story to share
Very
with
inspiring.
viewers and very inspiring. So we are going to get to that. But I do know both of you guys traveled and moved a lot with your dads, right?
Yep.
Can you guys share with us how that experience was each time you moved? Was it hard when you had to leave friends that you established? Was it fun? Was it exciting? Like, did you adjust well? Like, how was that experience packing up and moving every so often? Sydney, we can
Me
start
first?
with you. Yeah.
Ooh, it was not the most fun thing in the
Okay.
world. It was
Okay.
definitely a little bit difficult.
How many times did you move?
Ooh,
Yeah, she's like,
guys,
too many.
Yeah.
Okay.
maybe like 6 or 7. Yeah, like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Five
But
is
it's
a
like-
lot. I mean,
Yeah.
To be honest,
Five.
one. I
Yeah,
did
it's
it
a lot.
once, and I was like,
Yeah,
It
but
was a
for us it's
lot.
a little different. Like he'd go and play at whatever team he was at,
yeah.
and then it's like we had our home in Maryland because that's kind of where I grew up most of the time.
Okay.
And then it's like he'd go for a season, we'd go with him, and then we'd come back
Yep. In the off season.
and like do that and go back. And then he's like, oh, different team.
Yeah.
And then we do that, and it was not great. Like it was annoying having to like leave friends that you made. Because for me, it was like you move every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I just got here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just made friends.
Yeah.
I just got adjusted. And they're like, okay,
Daddy got traded.
he got traded. He's in a new coaching job.
Yeah.
We have to go.
Yeah.
We were like, great.
So where do you call home? If you move that much, like what city do you feel the most at home?
I would just say here because that's where we all are now. So, but usually when people ask me where I'm from, I pick and I choose.
Right. I'm the same
Depends on
way.
who I'm talking
I
to.
pick
I'm
and
like,
I
depends on who I
choose.
talk to.
I'll be like DC, from Atlanta. Today.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But yeah, but I would definitely say it. Like, I was able to adapt better in like life situations,
Yeah.
in like any situation, period. Because
Yeah.
like you're moving that often, and you're like the new kid at school all the time. Like
yeah.
you learn how to adjust
Yeah.
and fast.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that part.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I
don't have a lot of childhood friends.
And that's that's a part of
Sadly,
it. Yeah. That's a part of this.
But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
There are other good things that came with it. So I'm not
You
mad.
learned how to adapt.
Yeah.
You became resilient with change. So that's something you carry with you
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. What about you,
Jesse?
Justin?
like I said, when I was young, it really didn't have much of a impact. It was like, okay, Dad's going to a different city, so it's time to pack up and go. As far as like, you know, like relationships, it wasn't that difficult to make friends.
Okay.
As far as, you're a new kid coming in and they find out who your dad is, and it's like, oh, hey, let's be friends with him. So it's like, it's not like it was difficult in that aspect.
You were the cool
Yeah.
kid always on the block.
Yeah,
He was like,
pretty
yeah.
much.
He was like, I mean,
I was pretty much.
and you was, 6'10", walking in
Right,
like,
like, and then it's just
tall.
deep voice.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Exactly. So that was cool. But we made home in Phoenix, obviously. And that's where we stayed. Just go figure. That's the year that's the team that he made his sixth man of the year. We always had our house there. When we left the cities that we were in, we always come back to Phoenix, and I would do my elementary, middle school, and eventually high school, and all that there. So Phoenix is home. We went all over the place. I think you said 5 teams. I was 7, 8. We did a year in Greece.
I was gonna say you guys went overseas.
Which he wishes that we would have just stayed there for a little bit longer
Yeah.
than what we did. Greece would have been cool. Greece would have been a fun
How
place to
old were
live.
you when you guys went to Greece?
How old were we? I think we were like maybe I'm guessing. So
Okay.
maybe like 11, 12.
Okay.
Too young to really understand
To
like
understand what
what's
y'all were
going on
doing.
because everyone didn't speak. We couldn't communicate with them like we wanted to. But the schools were nice. The places were clean. There was dogs everywhere, cats everywhere. You know,
Dogs and cats.
everywhere, just running
Wrong.
around.
That's a very interesting memory.
Because the thing was, like every night before we would go to sleep, there would be like we would put food out. So we had some stray cats that we had brought in, and we would put food out. And every time we did that, there would be like 30-something cats that would just be
Really?
hanging out there. And we just started.
Oh my God, I would
we
be
would
so
just be
scared.
naming them.
Lexi would be
They were
in
just
heaven.
sitting
My
up
sister.
there, just waiting for us to come out there. And there was one cat that was a bully that would be like bullying them. We
Not
named
bullying the
him,
cats.
bullying him, picking
Not
on
bullying
him.
the
We would
cats.
try and feed one of the cats, and they would just be like punking them for the food.
I mean, does Greece have a lot of? Is that many cats are just roaming
I
around?
guess.
Yes.
I didn't
never heard
know.
about that.
Yeah,
I
Wow.
haven't been.
a
That's
lot
on my
of
bucket
guys.
list.
And Greece is beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
think
really
about Greece, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
People would be at
Living there.
restaurants, and they would like the food. It would be so clean. Like you would think that I'm telling all these stray cats and whatever, but it was so clean. Like people would have like be feeding them off their plates, or like when they come up here
And the
and all
cat, they
that.
didn't look
but
homeless, did they? Like they looked
no,
like
they
were
look like it was. You know what I'm saying? They look, yeah, owners. They look good. Like they, furs clean, all that. Like
First,
y'all ain't no strays. We look good. Took that collar off before they come out. You
fur, really good fur.
know what I'm saying? So nah.
So the relationships with your dads, what are they like, and how have they influenced your relationships with other people? However whatever relationships those are, whether it's platonic or work relationships
Or romantic.
romantic, anything.
Yeah.
Love my dad. He's great. We're super close. It's not to the point where like we talk every day, but it's like when we do get on the phone,
Aww.
we chat.
Oh, daddy's girl. Daddy's
yeah,
girl.
we chat, and I love when he's home. It's the best. Even though he doesn't come home too often.
I know.
He's always working. He's home now, though.
Shout
Home for
out
now.
to Mr. Cheaney.
But yeah, in terms of how it affected my relationships with people, I wouldn't say he did it directly, but I definitely have trouble like connecting with people.
Okay.
Like I don't have too many like super close friends.
Okay.
Because it's like all the moving. It's like I kind of just learned how to like disconnect from people.
Do you feel like
Like,
it's
in an
hard to
easier
trust
way.
people in
I
this
don't
space?
think it's too hard to trust
Okay.
people. Like I definitely trust people. I'm the type of person that's like, I'll trust you until you give me a
Until
reason.
you
to
give
not
me a
trust you
reason.
anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand. Yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Did he talk to you about relationships and like just building relationships? And I'm not talking about with men. I'm talking about with people. As for the moves and moving around.
I would say my mom does more of
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Like my dad does it more on the businessy side. He's
Yeah.
like, you have to connect with people. You have to make your connections. You have
Yeah.
to network. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Because like that's what he's always.
That's what
known.
they do.
Like,
That's what they
do.
know how
That's
to
what
do.
he
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
And then my mom is more like the platonic relationshipy side.
And how
Talk to her
to.
about it. I don't talk to my
figure out
dad
how to
about my
connect.
relationships.
Yeah.
I don't
He
either.
like he
I don't
likes to leave
yeah,
that.
he in his perfect world, you would probably remain single for the rest of
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah, my mom always
Like-
tells him, she's like, don't ask questions that are gonna hurt your feelings.
Right.
Like,
That my mom would have to say that to my dad
Yeah.
too. Like, do you really want to know? Like, stop.
You
please,
don't want to
before
know.
you get your feelings hurt. So
Yeah.
You don't want to.
you don't want to hear
You don't want
that. You don't. Do you want to learn how to be closer to people, or are you like,
Oh, yeah.
I like my lane and
It's something I work on. Even
Okay.
though like I like my space
Yeah.
too. Like I've also just been like working on how to communicate with people better.
okay.
Things like that.
So if someone's looking at this like, I want to learn how to communicate better, what would you tell them to do? What's like the first step to doing it?
I would say just go for
Just
it.
doing it, right?
Like nobody's,
Like,
nobody's
don't be
gonna look
afraid-
at you
Yeah.
weird for saying something.
Yeah.
And like that's kind of what you have to learn.
Yeah.
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 Like what you have to get past. Like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking about you.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
nobody's thinking about you.
Nobody's
No,
thinking
I
about you.
have
Nobody
my
cares.
boss-
It's not about you. Like
My boss, Nisha, she says this all the time. She's like, nobody cares. And sometimes I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I said this weird, or
It's like,
I should.
nobody noticed.
Nobody cares. No one is
Nobody
sitting there
noticed.
thinking about what you did 2 seconds ago. They're in their own brain thinking about whatever it is that they got going on.
Yeah.
So no one's that
Nobody's
invested.
coming.
Yeah.
And you're beautiful and you're kind and you're
you.
stunning.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
girl, you got this.
You got it.
Look, call us. We'll talk to you.
Always. Always.
You can always call
You can
us.
always call us. We'll talk your ear off. Ask Justin.
Yep.
Justin's like, please
Chat,
don't.
chat, chat.
Chat,
Like chat.
Chitty, chat. All right, Justin. What about you?
Our relationship was really good. In the beginning, as we were growing up, he was trying to, play both sides as being my dad and also being my coach.
Okay,
And
yeah.
he learned that he couldn't do both. And the day he decided to stop being my coach is the day we actually really started to get a lot closer.
Wow.
So, because it's hard, because like you at practice and you're not doing well, and he's fussing at you and he's yelling at you, and then you go home and it's like you still have that on you.
Yeah.
And once that went away, it was like he could just be in the stands and be like, yo, you're doing well, there's some stuff you can work on type of deal, but
I love that.
it wasn't so heavy.
Yeah.
And then, as I grew up, I started to kind of see how he operated, what his mindset was on certain things. He started to learn more about me, and we can be a little bit more open with each other as well. So, yeah, I would say that we're in a good spot, really good spot, yeah.
My Uncle Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Viewers don't know, but Justin's dad and my dad are best friends.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
So Justin and I grew up with each other. Moms were pregnant at the same time.
Yep.
And their
Yeah.
dads together is a sight to see.
It's constant bickering with the two of them. There was one time, I don't know if your mom told you, your dad came to LA to see dad. They were playing Tonk or something for
that's their game,
literally almost 24 hours. They stayed up and they were bickering, yelling, cussing each other out. And mom's like, how much are y'all winning? Like, who's losing? They were arguing over $5. $5. Whatever it wasn't any more than $30.
They'll stop in there and start bickering with one of them, and they're not going for it.
Oh, absolutely not. When your dad sees people come after my dad, I
Oh,
see him
yeah.
on Twitter just,
Immediately.
immediately going in. You talk about your dad being your coach. What age did he kind of pull back
High
on?
school.
It was
High
high
school.
school.
It was
Okay.
high school,
It was
yeah.
high school. Okay.
So that's when he realized that, because that was the time where, like, as a young adolescent, like,
Yeah.
I was moody too, like.
Okay.
Well,
So,
all adolescents are moody.
Yeah,
What?
I wasn't fun to be around.
Oh,
I was
wow.
fun to be around.
No,
but
he
I
was
wasn't
fun
at
to
the
be
same time.
around.
I had to grow out of that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. But now that you're older and you're looking back on what your dad was trying to do you feel like you can appreciate what he was trying to do being your coach, or are you still like, no, I prefer the more personal relationship I had with him than the coach father?
I mean, he was doing,
Coach
but,
son.
it's at the end of the day, this is his first time at life too. So
Yeah.
like, it's his first time having a son.
Yeah.
So like, trying to navigate and figure out what's best for
Yeah.
him and me, it was an experiment.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think what we went through is good.
Yeah. I love Uncle Eddie. Hi, Uncle Eddie.
What's up, Dad?
Let's do it. So we just want to know, are you all single?
Look, I was like,
I'm ripping the Band-Aid off.
She's
Mariah's
like, I'm like, I'm looking like, should we go there?
going there.
Let's go there. Sydney, so, do you have a
let's
man?
get it over with.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't.
I
Do you want to
don't.
shoot your shot at anybody today?
We've been
Like,
doing it.
We
Last episode.
our last episode we went there. So if you want to, we can. Look, you don't have to.
Sydney's not shooting
But
her
just
shot. Sydney
know.
don't want to talk. She's
Look,
like, I'm
Sydney's
there.
like, didn't I just tell you? I'm working on communicating and connecting.
now you want me to spill
And now
my-
you want me to shoot my
Shoot
shot?
my shot at who?
We're
just
playing.
playing. We just
But if you want to,
I got a couple.
we got, look, which
Okay.
camera should she look at?
She said,
this one
right
right
here.
here, look.
All
So
of
now
them.
everybody's pointing like,
hello. Hello, B2G
Hello.
viewers. We have this beautiful
yeah. Sydney
siren
Cheaney.
right here.
I don't know
Sydney.
if he's a girlfriend or not though.
Who is? I can
Who?
Google it for you. Real
Right. Cut the
He
camera.
wasn't talking about-
I'm just playing.
Who is he?
Okay. Go
Um,
ahead. This is your.
Do you want to write it on the whiteboard and we Google it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, here.
Get your whiteboard.
Get your whiteboard and
Yeah,
then we'll Google it.
real quick.
If anybody knows me, I am the
Mariah is the
investigator.
private
I will find
investigator,
out.
and don't play her.
I'll find out your
she
social
really should have been a private
security.
investigator, and
I should have.
You should have.
I really will find it.
You can
This is
literally
my
find.
line.
She can find out who you're calling, who you're texting.
Oh.
Do you know him, Mariah?
See, I don't really know what.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's basketball.
See, I don't really know the new guys. All right, let's see.
You would Brooklyn right now.
Let's look them up real
Wait,
quick. Okay,
I
while
don't
we're
know.
doing that, while
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
investigating,
yeah.
Justin, would you like to
Yeah.
tell us?
I'm not single. I'm with someone right now.
Oh, it's awesome.
That is really awesome,
That's
Justin.
awesome. I'm so happy for you. So,
I am.
how did you guys meet?
We met at church.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
good.
so cute.
Good solid girl. So, are you dating for marriage? Or are you dating just to feel things out? Like, what's your view on dating?
At this point in time, if you're not dating for marriage, what you really doing?
Oh, okay. He
Yeah.
said, "What you really doing?"
Like, you know,
What are you
gotta
really
take it
doing?
serious,
That's the question.
So, yeah, I'm considering that for sure.
Okay. Very, very good.
Absolutely.
So, what were you looking for in a partner when you were seeking
I had a list.
partnership? Did you? What was the list?
No, we're not going into that.
No? Okay, just give us 3 things off the list.
Okay, they had to be of the same faith,
Okay.
obviously, because you can't be in the same household with someone who obviously is going to be raising a child and going against, as me as a man, I have to be the leader. And if there's 2 separate agendas, then it's not going to work
It
out.
can be difficult.
It just logistically, it doesn't make any sense.
Justin said it don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. Like, you tell him he can't do this. and
Dang,
I'm
Justin,
telling him he
Justin's
can't
like,
do
you
that.
don't make
Like,
sense.
Nah, it don't make no sense.
That's
You can't do
hilarious.
that. So that was one of the main things.
Okay.
Aside from that, everything else is, it's pretty much my preference.
Okay.
In a sense,
Preferences.
like, and she knocked off pretty much majority of the boxes.
I love that for
had.
you.
Yeah.
And she's
The
beautiful.
majority of the boxes, how many boxes were there?
It's quite a few, like 50.
Really? And she
And
got like
Justin's
all
like 20.
20?
Justin's like 20
Shout out to
boxes.
her.
She
Yeah,
checked them all out.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you were to give advice to single men,
Oh.
what would you say?
Like I said, the main thing is find someone that believes in the same thing that you believe in.
Yeah. Being aligned.
From that point, like, you can pretty much build off that. You got the foundation set.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't like certain things at that time, it doesn't mean that they won't like it forever.
Yeah.
Like, they can always grow into it. So, if you have that, then you know that you got someone that's going to have your back when it really matters and when it really counts. And I think that's probably the most important factor.
Yeah.
I love that. I
relationship.
love
I
that
do
you
too.
found someone. I'm love because I mean, I don't think we're meant to be here alone.
We are meant to have that
Just
human
think about it.
connection.
The Bible
Dying.
says, be fruitful and multiply.
And you can't do
You
that
can't
by
do that by
yourself.
Can't do that by yourself.
Nah.
You can't.
Okay, so what's the update on?
I say shoot it, girl.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
We're ready.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to say it, just put it on the whiteboard and show the camera.
Oh.
We
She's
can
like,
do that
oh,
too.
say less.
That's easier.
Look.
We like that.
Look, we can make it work over here. We
Say
got
less.
multiple
I'm working on my
that
communication.
You know.
Guys.
Thank you for helping me out.
Yeah,
Meet me
we can.
halfway.
I don't even know if that's how you
We
spell
got
that,
you.
but
That's
okay.
sure.
Look, he'll know
That's it.
when he
Oh,
sees
do
it.
we know his
I-
Instagram so we can
Yeah, I
tag
think
this?
so.
Ooh.
Don't worry.
Guys.
Sydney said, wait a minute
Tagging?
now. She
I
said,
said
look,
this yesterday. You have to say what you want. If you can't verbalize what you want, you
We're
will
putting it
never
out
get
You
there.
it.
ain't gonna get it.
You have to say
You're
and be
right.
bold.
You're right.
So we're doing it.
Tamara, we're doing it.
Girl,
Okay,
you're
guys.
gorgeous. Yeah.
You are
This
You're
is my
sweet,
one.
You're kind. So
Mr.
Mr. Hayes.
Hayes.
Mr.
Mr. Hayes.
we have a gorgeous,
have,
smart,
she's
beautiful,
stunning. Comes from a great
a
family.
great home. You know,
Yes.
she understands the business.
Yep.
I do.
And you would be lucky.
Come holler at her, girl.
That's it.
No.
Like, what's our Instagram handle?
What you want to put?
Like, do you want to?
Cindy Alexis C.
Okay.
Yay.
There you go.
There you go.
Let me find out we have a love connection.
And this is about to turn into a dating show.
Let this become that. And
yeah, it might
listen.
be.
Born to the game.
Born
takes
to
on
the
a whole new
game.
meaning.
Okay, for love.
For
Another
love.
franchise.
Yes, we're speaking
I'm speaking
into
it. Another
existence.
franchise. I love it.
You guys
That's
like
cute.
that? BTG
Do you guys
for
like
love?
that? Because there's
Yeah.
always like a love
Yeah.
aspect to it.
We could do
right?
it.
The children.
Yes. Good job, Tamara. High five.
Girl, swear.
Matchmaker.
Yes,
Yes.
okay,
Oh, we're good
okay.
because she's gonna do the, the.
I'll do the
she does
background
the
check
background
to
check.
make sure
Okay,
that
period.
everything is
Yes,
good,
we're
and
gonna
then
make
we'll
sure.
roll.
We have
Gotcha.
lawyer friends. We can,
Yes,
check.
we'll make sure.
Everything needs to be checked.
Well, so since we're on the topic of dating with you, what are some green flags and red flags that you're looking for?
Ooh.
I love this. I'm gonna use my.
Look, okay, let's get our flags.
Green
Well, we got
flag.
pink.
We got pink. So, but, you know.
Green
You don't get
flags.
flags. Justin's like, where's my?
flag?
You don't get a flag. Sorry.
Green flags. You have to be a gentleman.
Oh, I love
like
that.
I've literally stopped talking to people because like we went on a date and he didn't open the door.
Period.
I was like,
Yeah,
like,
no.
never
You gotta be
mind.
strict. You gotta be really strict.
Like,
Set those
yeah.
standards high.
What else? Green flag. Have some goals.
Okay.
For yourself.
Okay, we love
Something for
that.
life, I love
yeah.
it.
Red flags. I don't know. Men have lots of red flags.
She's like,
came
where
for
do
you.
I
She came for
start?
you.
Sorry.
She-
Out of pocket.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Ooh, if you don't have a good relationship with your parents.
That is a big.
That is a
that's
bit,
hard.
yeah,
That's,
that can be tough.
I had to learn that one the hard way.
Yeah,
Really?
that's tough. That's a tough
very
one.
hard way.
especially
That's a
if
tough
you're
one.
close with your family
Yeah.
and you know
Yeah.
that it
Yeah.
can be really tough. Especially
That's tough.
and also if you don't get along with their parents,
Yeah.
that can be rough.
I always say I
I'm
don't know
so
what that's
happy.
like. I love my
I'm
in-laws.
so grateful.
and I hear
happy.
so many people talk about horror stories that they have with their in-laws.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And I didn't have it
can't
in my
relate.
family either.
And
Like,
it's
we
so
didn't have
easy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is easier when both families can get along.
It really
and-
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
I'm so grateful.
okay, so those are your red and your green flags. So everyone knows, the viewers who are watching.
better listen to
come
her.
correct. Come correct.
Please.
With our
Please
girl,
do.
Sydney. We don't want to have to fight nobody.
No, and especially with daddy's girls,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, bless these men's poor hearts.
And bless them.
Bless these men's poor hearts, because when you have dad in your life and they do everything,
Yeah.
it can
A little
it can really
intimidating.
work against.
Yeah.
Can be a little. Do
It
you
can-
feel
it can
like
be a lot.
guys are
Yeah.
intimidated
Yeah.
to talk to you because of your dad?
And your
Probably a little-
relationship with your
Yeah.
dad. Yeah.
Probably a little.
Yeah.
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 Because our thing is, well, my daddy. Yeah.
I am too, and I'm 33 and married. Dad.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So she's a
Still
daddy's
call- I'm
girl,
still
and
call my
that's. I
dad.
mean, we love that. You know,
Yeah.
she's been well taken care of, and so she knows what to do.
Okay.
So, Justin, you're back in the hot seat. You ready?
What's up? What you got?
We've already talked about it, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he's like, okay, well, nervous. So you you didn't tell the people that you were really good. You are really good at basketball. You got a scholarship to play at Fresno State.
Yep.
And so you're on this journey to follow your dad's footsteps. So they don't give scholarships out to just anybody. So you were on this journey, and then you talked about your journey at Fresno State, and the correlation between that and mental health. So we want you to take us through that journey as much as you would like, just to kind of tell people how you were able to move through something like getting a scholarship for your education to play ball, and then the journey through and who you are today.
I guess I'll start with how I ended up at Fresno State in the
Yeah.
first place.
But yeah.
So I went to Brewster for a prep year after I graduated high school. Because I had graduated early. I was younger than I was supposed to be. So I was like, let me go take another year and play some ball. Good idea. At the same time, that's where I also injured my knee. So my senior year of high school, I was pretty much playing on one leg at that point. I had injured my knee going up and doing some dunk during intramurals, and it just kind of stayed with me. So fast forward, went to Brewster, wasn't able to really play because I was playing on one leg the entire time. Still gave out work, but I was hurt. And every time I made a move, it was pain, pain, pain. That's all I really knew how to deal with when I was playing. So I had an opportunity. They called me up. One of the coaches who was at Fresno State at the time, he knew of me because he had saw me play on the AAU circuit. So he called me down. He asked me to come out there and play with the guys and kind of show the other coaches what I could do, essentially. I was the one out there to try out. Got there. They had me play with their guys that they had me there. And long story short, gave them work. I think at one point I was like, the first game we played, I was working them out. Bad.
Working them out.
I
He
probably
said I
scored
gave him
like
the business.
10 buckets in a row on them. And this is like their dude that they like really was trying to like put up. So that was all I really need to do. They was like, okay, we want you here. We'll bring you on. Let's go. Got to the school first year though, wasn't able to play because I had to get knee surgery.
Okay.
And that's when it kind of all started to happen.
So
Like, trickled
freshman
down.
year, you get to Fresno State, and you have to have
And
ACL.
No, it was my patella tendon.
Okay.
So the patella tendon is right here in front
Okay.
of the knee. So basically, every time I do something, jump.
There was some pain.
It was pain every
Okay.
single time.
Okay.
So did that for the first year, and then sophomore year comes around, and I'm like, let's go, let's get into it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I was still in pain.
Yeah.
Like, the pain did not go away no matter what I seemed to do, and I didn't get to play that year either. Junior year rolls around, and I had to get another surgery.
Okay.
So
What did they say happened? Why?
They said that
heal
the first time I got surgery, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but they had me walking out of there on my own 2 feet.
The
It was-
day of
The
like,
day
right
of
after
surgery. Yeah, it was odd. Like, looking back on it now, it's real goofy. Like, I got into surgery, I'm laying in the bed, I had the anesthesia in me, and it was like, all right, let's go. Like, what you mean? Like, where my wheelchair at?
Yeah.
Like, now you good. So I'm literally walking out like a crutch, like with my knees still freshly open, and
Wow.
going to do that. And they're like, "No, it's fine. Just take some pain medicine. You'll be all right."
Okay.
Not sure if that had anything to do with it long term. Who knows? The doctor, like I said, it was his decision. He thought I didn't really need it. So,
Okay.
like I said, junior year, get another surgery. And from that point, like, I'm already like in the chaos of college. Like, I'm not playing. People are like asking me, am I gonna play? Am I gonna get on the court? They're thinking I'm like, you know the stuff that kids be talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, he's scared.
yeah.
He don't want to play. You know,
Yeah.
he's not hurt. He's just faking it at this point. He just
Yeah.
doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And all that kind of like builds up on you. So I started looking for outlets. You know, trying to figure out how I can cope with this whole thing.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, okay, I'm not on the court, so where can I find my happiness? It's
Yeah.
not in the school. It's not in, it's not in trying to get back on the court at this point. So I've been trying everything. It's
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah.
And dealt with that. That's why I actually got a lot of my gray hairs in college. I started growing gray hairs my junior year. Like, people started looking at me like, "What you get gray hairs for, bro? Like,
No,
what are
you
you doing?"
didn't.
Yes.
Did you
yes,
really?
Really.
I don't remember
I
this.
started getting I saw like 2 or 3 gray hairs growing in my college.
You said 2 or
Yeah.
3.
19, 20 years old? Like, what you mean?
Like, I
Like,
had two. I had
That's
two
that's
strands
enough.
at
Like,
20.
you know what I'm
strands of
saying?
gray.
I had 2
Oh.
strands at 20. Okay.
So,
So by the time you're a junior, you're in a dark place.
yeah.
Okay.
Real dark place.
Okay.
Not happy with anything, not enjoying, life.
Okay.
So, nothing really excited me. No matter what I really tried to do, I couldn't stay on the court. Like, I would play for like maybe 2-3 practices, and it would be just back to square one. I would have to be sitting up just watching, icing all the time. It wasn't fun. And
So after your second surgery, was the knee feeling better by that time? Or
my knee's great now. Like, I
Okay.
can do everything now.
Okay.
But during that time, like, it didn't matter what I did. Like, it was always
still
always
bothering
pain.
you.
It
Okay.
was always pain.
Okay.
I could not play
Yeah.
the game of basketball.
Yeah.
And that was just tough. Like, I feel like it was being taken away from me for like stuff that I did.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, I probably could have done some things better
Like
as far
what?
as like my choices. Well, in college, you
Okay.
you get to the point where you start, you're drinking a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And alcohol was one of my ways of escaping back then.
Okay.
And if I could go back and tell myself now, don't touch it,
Yeah.
leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was a way for me to feel better, and that could have been, one of the reasons why my knee didn't get right.
Okay. Because you felt like
but
you
no one
weren't
was there to
taken
really,
care of.
yeah, I
Okay.
thought I was coping, but no one could really like come to me and tell me like, Justin, this is the reason you need to stop doing this.
Okay.
Like, I was kind of on my own. Not to say I didn't have a support system,
Okay.
but I'm in college. Like, no
Yeah.
one's really like.
I was going
checking
to
on me
ask
like
you,
that.
so when you're going through this and you have a dad who is the Eddie Johnson who's gone through this, did you look to him for any advice?
Yeah.
Did you tell him that you were in this space, or did you, because at that age, we really do feel like we can handle everything ourselves.
He's
And we try to
grown, he went to
hide. We
school.
grown, like
Yeah.
we don't need the parental advice. But did you hide that from them, or did you really allow them in to know that you were in this dark space?
To a certain point.
Okay.
I wouldn't call myself someone who's very able to open and express
Yeah.
my emotions in the way I felt, especially
Yeah.
that age.
Right,
I
that
kind of
age,
kept a
right.
lot of
Yeah.
my stuff
Yeah.
to myself.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't like they knew what was going
Okay.
on. They understood like
Okay.
the situation at hand. Maybe
Yeah.
not to the full extent,
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe if I would have been a little bit more open, maybe they could have gotten me a little bit more help during that time.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know,
Okay.
hindsight 2020 at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Um,
Do you feel like part of your struggle was the expectation to fill your father's shoes that you couldn't meet?
At that point, it didn't really matter. I just
Okay.
needed to get on the
You
court.
just wanted
You
to
just
play.
I just
play
wanted to
You
hoop.
just wanted to
Like,
okay.
people knew I was there because I could play basketball.
Right.
Like, I would be on the team if I
Correct.
couldn't.
Right.
You know what I
Correct,
mean?
yes.
So at this point, like, it's time to like get on the court and show them.
Okay.
But like, yeah, like 4 years there and not 1 minute logged. That's why I tell people when they ask me, like, did you play? I'm like, yes and no. Because
Yeah.
I was on the team and I did all the practices, but I never was able to get on the court and
Yeah.
play an official
That's
game.
hard. Like when you're that young,
Yeah.
I don't even know if that sinks in that you're here to do a job and you
Yeah.
can't even do it. That has to be so frustrating.
And you're not
Yeah.
able to do it because you feel like your body let you down.
It just
and you
won't
can't
let you do
control.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that was the
knowing
one
that
thing
you're
that you
this
can't
good and that you
control
can
it.
do something really, really well and can't do it, that
because
has
your
to
body
be crazy.
just won't allow you
Yeah.
to do it.
It was tough. Yeah, like I'm saying, like it was tough. So that's when, like, you know, that's why a lot of my depression kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
So being depressed, because I don't know if Sydney, Tamara, if you guys have been diagnosed with
absolutely.
being depressed.
Not diagnosed, but I don't know.
It's
I need
a
to
lot
do
of the times you don't know that you are depressed.
Right.
And it takes outside people looking in to say, hey, Justin, or hey, Sydney, Tamara, Mariah, are you okay? I think, you know, we see the abuse with the alcohol or the drugs or
Behavior.
the change of behavior. I think you need help. Did that happen for you, or did you just come to that moment yourself to say, hey, I don't like the way that I've been feeling. I need to get some help. Like, what sparked that change or that transition out of the state of depression?
It took a while.
Okay.
It took even after I got out of college to be able to finally realize what was actually like harming me
Okay.
in that sense.
Okay.
Like, because that's what I knew. That's
That was
what worked for
comfortable,
me.
that
You know what I'm
worked.
saying? That was
Yeah.
my comfort. So
Do you remember a time when you said to yourself, Justin, we're making a change?
Yeah.
Like you had that internal moment?
all the time, like
Yeah.
you would tell yourself, like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. But like, okay, a couple days later, here we are, right back where we said we weren't going to be.
Right.
And you know, you can tell yourself, oh, this is my last time doing this as many times as you want. But
Yeah.
that's just at that point, if you don't actually put the effort in just doing it, it's all talk at that point.
Right.
And it like I said, it took some time for me, even after college, to finally be able to realize that. Now, obviously, you know, 10, 15 years removed from that, I feel much better. I feel, you know, a lot.
You feel like
in space
yourself?
or whatever. I do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm always still growing. I feel like everyone's still
Yeah,
growing. There's
that
no
is-
time to stop, like,
Yeah.
getting to where you need to be at the end of the day. But
Did you go into therapy?
I did therapy.
Okay.
I did that.
Good.
And helped for a little bit. It was just hard to open up to Buddy. Like, he was like asking all
Said,
these deep questions.
Open
like,
up to Buddy.
I couldn't, like, I was like, I thought I was opening up, but I was like, nah, like, I don't want to tell you that.
Buddy's like, nah. You didn't trust him. I mean, and that's real.
But that is a huge step that a lot of people don't know, particularly men and then men of color. You guys are not comfortable getting to the chair. So that's first and foremost. So you
Win,
got to the
Justin.
chair. So that's a huge win.
Right, someone that you never met, known, but this
Yeah.
is what he does, and
Yeah.
he's supposed to tell you the things that's supposed to just make everything
Yeah,
go
make
away.
everything, yeah.
It ain't go away.
So therapy wasn't something that helped you personally.
I did it for, call it a month,
Okay.
and I was like, I don't want to go no more.
Okay. But we're looking at a different version of you today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's not you at
absolutely.
all.
So what helped create this version of Justin Johnson if it wasn't therapy?
So a lot of my issues stem from me not having a relationship with the Most High.
Okay.
So when I was in college, I had pretty much forsaked him because I wasn't getting what I believed I deserved at the time. I wasn't able to play, so why are you taking this from me type
Yeah.
of deal. So I was like, if you're not going to help me, then I'm not going to do what I need to do to praise you, worship, whatever.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
Yeah.
And that's when a lot of the chaos started to happen
Okay.
in my life. And I was dealing with a lot, like I said, depression. I was suffering from, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this sleep paralysis. You
Yes.
familiar with this?
I've dealt with it. Yeah.
I've had bouts with sleep paralysis where I would go like, I couldn't sleep without actually having it happen to me. And the stuff I was seeing, hearing, and dealing with at the time, I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Yeah.
So dealing with all that and getting to where I am now, where I don't have those bouts, it does feel good because now I know that the support system in the world is not going to solve anything. It's having that, and it might seem cliche and corny to people that may be hearing this, but at the end of the day, like, you're a created being. You're here not by your own choice or free will. So something made you and put you here in the first place. So what is that? Well, I choose to believe that it is the entity that is spoken of in the Bible. And doing that is essentially, allow me to transform myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Incredible.
We're looking at the transformation.
Yeah.
It's still going.
And you still, every day is a work in progress.
Exactly.
Yep.
But you seem more at peace and happy and light.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for you.
We're so happy for you.
Hey.
We love you,
For
Justin.
what?
Yeah, we love you, Justin.
We love you,
Sydney?
so
Love y'all too.
much.
Let's talk about your evolution. Even if it's a small one. So I feel like I go through small evolutions like every few months. You know what I'm saying? How we just keep evolving.
Yeah.
So have you had any evolution moments over the years that you can recall?
That I can recall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm still evolving.
Absolutely.
It's like I'm only 23.
Yeah.
I'm really still trying to figure out like what I'm doing with
Yeah.
my life.
That's okay.
But that's
That's
part
normal,
of it.
yeah.
It's a part of it. It really
Yeah,
is.
because right now I have no idea.
In the end, at 23,
You're not
that's
really
okay. You're not
supposed to
supposed
have it all
to.
figured
You're
out.
not.
But that's what I feel like. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what a lot of people my age
No,
feel like. They're
no.
like, why don't I have this figured out yet?
No.
Not at
no.
23.
But, like,
you're not.
Yeah, because I've always been that person, like, I don't know what I want to do.
It's okay, yeah.
Like, I went to college, didn't know what I wanted
What
to do.
did you study at college?
Picked a major. Like,
Okay,
You're like,
let me close my eyes and pick.
What'd you
like,
choose?
when I went to college, I went because I wanted to do broadcast journalism.
Okay.
Very good.
I did it for, like, a semester or two.
And you changed your mind.
And
Sydney
I
was like, you have to talk too much.
I was like, I don't really like being in front of the
She's like, I
camera.
don't She's like, I have to talk to people.
She was like,
next.
nah, this ain't it.
I was like, I don't really like being in front of the camera. So then I was kind of just like general communication.
Okay.
And then they were like, sophomore year came around, they were like, girl, you gotta pick a major. So I was like, I'll just do like media management, like the behind the camera stuff. So that's what I did. It ended up being just like such a vague major. And I was not aware of that before I chose it, but like once I chose it, I had to keep going. So I was not doing more than 4 years in college.
So what are you really good
Especially
at?
in Miami.
Like, what are you like really, really good at?
But I think I'm good at managing people because I'm a super organized person.
Oh, very
Okay.
good. That's definitely
and
a
I'm
skill.
better at like telling people what to do than like
Then, okay.
everything else. But yeah, I think I'm still figuring it out. I still haven't really found my lane yet. I would love to find it soon.
But why? And I think that's such a misconception that there's this final destination with life. But I know of a girl who was studying to become a nurse, and she lived in Boston. One day she woke up and she was like, I want to be a fashion designer. And she packed up her bags and moved to LA. Yeah. There shouldn't be this pressure to figure out who you're supposed to be, because next year you may stumble and evolve and want to change courses. And the beauty about life is that every day, like Justin said, is a gift when you get to wake up, and you can pivot at any point.
Because something can happen.
Because something,
you can be inspired to go and help or solve a problem or dedicate your life to do something else. So to have it figured out.
There's no such
30,
thing as
there's no
such thing as that.
Yeah,
so I don't know where we got this idea that
I think it's just a little pressure because it's like with my dad, that's all I saw. Like you play basketball, you love basketball, you're passionate about basketball.
And he's been doing it since he was probably like 5.
Yeah, he retired, started coaching. Like that's all you see.
But
so
that's
like,
not what. That's not. It's unfortunately our dads really don't live in reality.
Why'd you say it? So she was like,
She's like,
dads don't like they are in a very special situation. But for us everyday people, that may not be our journey. We may not just find one thing that we're good at and continue down that path for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of life, being able to wake up and go
Yeah.
down whichever lane you choose to.
And
that
I'm
day.
gonna blast you, Mariah. You've tried different businesses.
So many things.
So she's tried. She said all these
I've
different. She tries, and then if it doesn't work, she moves on to something else.
Yeah.
She tries something else. She moves on. I mean, it's not about like failing at it. She's just started.
She
just starts.
You know when I
things and
started
just
to do this
continues.
podcast? A month ago.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then she called me, and I'm
and
like,
look, we're here.
She was like, do you want to do a podcast? And I was like, well, happy Tuesday, Mariah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Literally, and we're here because
It
I'm
was literally
like,
out of nowhere.
you know what? I woke up and I wanted to do a podcast today, so I researched and I talked to people, and look where we're at.
Look at us. Look at us.
You know, so that's
BTG.
just the beauty of it. So don't feel like you have to have it figured out, especially not at 23. Girl, you better live your
Girl,
life.
please.
You better live your life.
That's
We do want to ask each of you one more question. Both of your dads have left their mark in basketball. So how do you want to legendize, Tamara created that word,
Period.
legendize your world? And Justin, we'll start with you.
So basically, how I want to leave.
Yeah, like
your
how
mark.
you want to leave your mark.
If I had it my way, I would be someone who was looked at that was an innovative leader. When I say that, what I enjoy doing is looking at the world and seeing problems and then creating solutions for them.
Okay.
I love that, and if I could do that for the rest of my life, I would die happy.
Wow.
I can sit up and just come up with theoretical or practical ideas that may not make sense to most people, but they make sense to me.
Okay.
And if I could find a way to monetize that, then I know not only would I be helping a variety of people in the world, but I would just leave the world in a better place. And
Okay.
that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
That's
Are you working on anything now? Can you talk about?
I am.
Because let's get into that as
Absolutely.
well. Just what you are currently working on in your projects.
So right now, one of the projects we're working on is trying to figure out how we can raise money for nonprofits or individuals who are in the golf space.
Okay.
So a lot of people be like, well, that's just golf, that's a sport, it's a game. But if you look at it, there's a lot of tournaments that are being held each year that people try to utilize to raise money. And we found a way to leverage that and to be able to not only increase the eyes on your nonprofit, but to be able to raise money for your nonprofit as well.
Okay.
By way of this golf application that we've come up with.
Wow. So you're solving a problem.
Can
Yeah.
you leak the name of
yeah.
that?
Let's talk about
Combat
the name.
Golf.
Combat Golf.
It's in the iOS store, so you want
Okay.
to go on there and take a look at it.
Okay.
We're still working it out,
Awesome.
but it's in there,
Okay.
and that's more than what we thought we would be at when we started this in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's still a growing thing.
Yeah.
It's something that we're excited about, and
Congratulations
we keep coming up with
on
new ways to
that.
make it better every day.
Yeah.
So that's just one of the ways that we're trying to lead the world in a better space. It's
Through innovation
through
and
innovation, through-
technology.
yeah,
I
and no
love
matter
that.
no matter what avenue it is, like
Yeah.
I said, it's a sport, it's a game, but people are utilizing this to help raise money. The money that's raised from these tournaments is being able to be applied to areas that allow
Yeah.
people to have the comfortability. To the word.
Well, I mean, you make it up. We make a words
Yeah,
around
we
it.
make it
So
up. So
okay.
we
To
understand
be
what
able
you're
to
talking
help
about.
people. So
Okay.
that's what we're doing. But yeah, that's how I like to leave my mark.
That's
to be
dope.
able
That's
to be
great.
known as someone who's able to
That's
come
so
up
dope.
with ways to help people and
So
solve problems.
So by iOS, it's Combat
Yeah.
Golf.
Combat
Golf.
Golf. So at Combat Golf, and where can people find it on Instagram?
You can find out. It's on Instagram. You can
Oh,
find it
cool.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like
It's
at
in iOS
Combat
store.
Golf.
We'll
We
also
can-
we'll
we
drop
can-
it
Combat
into.
Golf, I think
We
it's on
can
Combat
we
Golf
can tag it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Sydney.
Me, I would just say helping as many people as I can and like being able to inspire people. So I feel like I've just been so blessed in life.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to like
To give it
give
back.
that back.
Yeah.
Whether that's to like strangers or
Yeah.
my own family and like everybody that supports me. So
Being kind
Yeah.
is just something that I wish everyone knew how to do.
It's so simple.
The world needs it.
mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
great job.
Okay, so our final
Hmm.
duty on Born to the Game podcast episodes is to sign the ball. So both of you can please sign it.
Yay. We're asking for y'all's autographs.
Yeah,
not Dad's.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I finally get to sign a ball. in
Yes,
Guys, this is amazing.
Oh, and you have a cute
Cute.
signature.
It is cute.
Mine is not cute.
I have a cute one and I have an ugly one. Like a
Okay.
No,
quick
yours
one.
is cute though. I saw the little like.
That's the long
C.
one.
That was the
It's
cute
a long one.
I got,
So we
I
can
got a
actually
cute
see it.
little initial.
Mine looks
signature.
like a 5-year-old did it. It's not.
Mariah.
It's not cute.
It's not cute. Did you?
No.
Oh, yours is on there. You signed it first.
I know.
It looks
That's what I'm
good.
saying. It's
A
not
5-year-old
cute.
cannot do that.
Well, maybe 10.
Okay, she said maybe 10.
And maybe a 10-year-old. All right, so what do you want to do? You want to do, actually, you tell me what you want to do. You want to do put a finger down, or do you want to do two lies and a truth? Put a finger down?
Put a finger down. Yeah.
Where's our put a finger down? Oh, okay.
Yes, put a finger down. Am I playing again, you guys?
Yeah, you're playing. Everyone's playing in here. Look,
Everybody's
look,
playing.
Jasmine's like, I'm ready.
It's time.
So I'm playing too, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you can't play. Do you want to play?
No, I'll let you play since I played the
Okay,
first
okay.
one. What'd you say? Okay.
Make them random, like just
Just like
Just
pick
pull 'em
out. Okay, everyone. Justin,
I'm scared.
you ready?
Come on, let's go.
People don't know. Justin and I are extremely competitive. What's the one game that we used to play when we were little? GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
And I used to kill you.
No, you used to
Oh.
cheat.
Justin, no, I did not.
said
No,
no,
I
you
didn't.
You
How did I
not-
cheat?
I beat.
You did not,
y'all
Justin.
used to
Don't do
team
that.
up against me.
No,
You, Jay,
no, I didn't need to
3
team up.
versus 1.
The one thing I did
Gave
need
y'all
to do,
work.
I
Every time.
I did not need to team up against you to win. I was a champion of GoldenEye, Justin.
You know we can go get the
excuse me?
system. It ain't that hard.
This
to
is
go
not
get it.
hard at all.
We can
Excuse
go
me,
get it.
We really
siblings.
can.
Si-
We really can. It's not a
If you
can
problem.
hear my hands clap once.
It's not a problem.
If you can hear
Run
my
that,
hands
run
clap
that.
twice.
Okay.
Are y'all finished?
I don't.
Okay.
Let's not do this one.
I had to get. Listen,
All right.
y'all gonna be bickering back.
Yeah, we would have kept going.
We would have. Put a finger down if you've spent $1,000 on a gift for someone at some point in your life.
If I have,
If you have, why you got 10
Oh.
fingers up?
Right? Goodness.
Like,
I
girl,
spent $1,000.
cheater. Have ya?
No.
I don't remember. I don't.
Sydney's like,
Look, I'm like,
No.
I'm like, was it
Guys.
$1,000? Was it straight
Okay.
$1,000?
you haven't?
No.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Why'd you say it so hard, Justin? Golly.
Y'all fingers ain't down, huh?
But you said it so hard. Like you.
Put a
No.
finger down if you know everyone's full name in this room. Yes, middle name included. Put your fingers down because. Put your finger down. You do not know everyone's middle name.
It's
Everybody in this room's full
Everyone-
name
everyone
with their
in this
middle
room.
name.
You do or you
Am I
don't?
Justin,
not
you don't
understanding
know
this
it?
rule? It
Yeah.
say if you do, if you know everyone's
If
put
you
it down.
don't, put it down.
Oh,
I
you
don't.
don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
to
you
You're not
watch you.
enunciating. You're picking whack cards. Pick a better card.
picking whack cards.
Justin. Okay. Put a finger down if you've had mono before at some point in
What
your
is
life.
with this
What is
mono
mono?
question?
The
You
sore
don't know?
throat?
Yeah.
understand.
Have you had strep
What
throat?
do they call it?
Do it. Have you had strep throat?
It's called the
It's
kissing
hard to
disease.
say
disease.
strep throat.
The kissing
Don't be adding
disease.
on.
Kissing disease.
Put a finger up if you're using someone else's streaming service.
Mariah, mix those up.
Goodness.
Okay. Why are you mad at
Wait,
me?
if I am using
If
someone
you are
else's-
using someone
Am I?
else's
Okay.
streaming service, put a finger up.
No.
Okay.
You're not using anyone else's.
You're
pay
paying
your
for.
own-
Oh, he don't have a
Oh,
TV.
Yeah.
You don't have a TV.
No.
No, I got rid of it.
He said he got rid of his TV. Justin, we all want to know, why don't you have a TV?
Yeah, explain to everybody.
Spend too much time looking at it. There's other things to do.
Okay.
He's a disciplined man.
Wow.
Good job.
God.
I couldn't do it.
You can't just get rid of it.
I,
Can't do it.
my heart.
If you, it'll take a week, and you'll be
Ooh.
all right after.
I don't know
You
what I
won't
would
even
just
miss it.
do.
I would just
You
start
won't even
watching on
miss
my
it.
phone.
But it's like a
I
part
know,
of my
right?
work.
I
Is it
just-
not?
You
Isn't
won't
watching
even miss
TV
it.
like a part of my
I'm
work?
telling you.
Put a finger down if you can turn your tongue into a clover.
Oh.
What you want me to do? I'm busy.
See,
See, well, at least we didn't get the other
like
question.
I'm over here.
I would just
This game.
look through
My
it
tongue into
this
this. What?
Oh my god.
You guys don't Don't be mad at me. I'm
This
doing the
game is
best
wild.
I can.
It's wild.
Okay, put a finger up if you're calling for help to mount a TV instead of doing it yourself.
Okay, do I use this
What?
hand for
Put
that?
a finger up. No.
I don't-
So you're just
You put
you
it
say
up?
it
Leave it,
five.
okay.
Put it up if you're calling for help. And now I know girlfriend over here is.
Oh yeah,
I'm
You're
definitely
calling for help? You don't know how to mount a TV?
I could, but I don't want to.
I ain't mad at that. Put a finger up if you pay for a gym membership but haven't been in the last week.
I pay for the gym membership, but I don't go to it. But I go to another gym. But I'm
All right, so then put a finger up.
okay.
No, this is dumb. Put a finger up if you usually take pictures of your food before eating. Look at Justin.
What? Have to.
Is that lame to you?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, because you was looking real judgy over there. You was looking
Okay.
real judgy.
Justin's judging
Food
over there.
cold, you take a picture.
Definitely.
He said food cold when you taking pictures.
Put a finger down if you've taken an ancestry test. I have done this before. I have. I found out a lot about myself. We did it.
We did?
Well, we did it for Granddaddy.
I didn't do mine
didn't-
though.
you
I did
didn't
my
do
mom. My
yours.
mom did it.
Okay.
My mom, yeah. I
So
did
you
it.
can keep yours up.
Okay.
Did you? Okay. Put a finger. Oh, then let me make sure it's a good
We
one.
know. We need a good one.
Put a finger down if you've ever paid for premium features in a dating app. Ever at some point. Was that not a good one?
No.
Look,
She said,
Put a finger up if you've had Starbucks today. Is that a good one?
No.
Was that a
No.
No?
No.
What
we
about
need to make up our own game.
Let me
Mariah.
pick one.
you pick one?
Yes, maybe that'll help.
But okay. These are you, Justin,
Justin.
and watch it be corny.
What?
Put a finger up if you've eaten fast food today.
That's terrible.
It was.
Okay, last one, and then Mariah's gonna close us out. We need to go through this game before we play it again.
No, this one's not.
It was
good,
kind
you
of.
guys.
It's funny though. Yesterday was fun.
Yes, was it? Oh, put a finger up if you've read a partner's text without them knowing.
oh,
Put it up.
for sure.
You have?
She said for sure.
Look. You have? Yes, no? Okay.
I think
How
everybody
was,
said
how was
that.
that experience?
I mean, it was fine. I didn't see nothing I needed to see.
You didn't?
Okay, everything turned
Dang.
out all right.
I didn't see nothing bad.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, that was fun.
did it,
We did it, guys.
guys.
How do y'all feel?
That was fun.
Was it
That was
fun?
fun.
Yeah, enjoy it.
3.
Thank you guys for joining us today on episode 3 with Sydney and Justin. We had a fun time. Please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, comment. Born to the Game podcast. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Yay!